Hello and welcome to the NFL Countdown Rundown Preview Show. We are here week. We have gotten through, I think, week 16, and we are on week 17 and the last week. And we're just before the playoffs. We've got some big games coming up, and we're going to go through those for the teams that played this year and didn't quite make it. Well, you guys had it's good. There's next year to rebuild. So we'll be looking forward to new beginnings for a lot of our favorite teams next year. But let's just focus first on the AFC. We'll go here. Got to tell you, AFC is looking strong. First, now, okay, Denver and New England, both coming in at 13-3. Now, I gotta say, what were the two top teams that had the easiest schedules this year? Denver and New England. I think it was New England first, Denver second. Doesn't matter. They both had easy schedules, but still, you're in the NFL. Nothing's a cakewalk. Just ask the Steelers how they did against Cleveland last weekend. So, um, so So you got to give your hats off to both Denver and New England. Let's start with Denver. They need to win against the Chargers to get the top seed. The Chargers can play spoiler. I don't know if they're gonna how hard either team's gonna play based on this. The Chargers would like to, but there's also health and like getting they got to get to the playoffs. Both teams are in, so I don't know. But anyway, Denver, solid defense, great coaching in Sean Payton, and they've got a really good quarterback in Bo Nix. So defense, good quarterback. That's it. They're there for a reason, and we called this at the very beginning of the year. And now that's followed up by New England, and whether you're a Patriots fan or not, you cannot help but like Coach Vrabel. Getting kicked out of Tennessee. And then, coming into New England and just everybody buying in to his culture, to what he's saying. I mean, how great is that? I mean, that's just a feel good. So, and Drake May, what a quarterback. It's like the Tom Brady 2.0. I mean, they're really firing on all cylinders. So, liking New England and what they got. But the team that I think is probably going to win it, there's two, but I'm going to start with the first, is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They they just win. Trevor Lawrence looking great. He's super hot, um, in both ways as a player and this. Joking. He's been super hot. Their defense is really good. I mean, they're just a solid team round and round. So yeah, and they have an opportunity if the Chargers can knock off Denver and Jacksonville wins. I think they could get the top seed. I don't know how that works, but um, yeah. The other team that's got qualified are Houston Texans, and this is my second favorite team. Defense wins championships, and Houston's got it. And I don't know if you saw C.J. Stroud just bombing the ball out against last weekend, but he is definitely back in form, and Houston's been hot, so watch out. I would not want to be playing them. You got the Chargers. I think Coach Harbaugh has done a terrific job with the program. I just feel that the injuries for them on the offense is just going to be too much. They're good. They made the playoffs, which is great. They're 11-5. That's great, and that's a great job to that team. I just wish they were healthy because I really didn't think they could probably walk right through. But it's going to be next year. Well, we're going to see. I'm calling it already, but I like the Chargers. I don't. I think they're going to probably be one and done or maybe two and done. And then we got Buffalo. And I don't know what to say about Buffalo. When Josh Allen's on, he's on. I mean, he makes that team work. So they are also 11-5. So they've had a good season. They've gone games that they needed to win. And yeah, I'm a it's like with the Chargers. Herbert gets going, Allen gets going. They could beat anybody. So it's just going to be fun. The last team, it's going to be either Pittsburgh or Baltimore. And they play Sunday night. Win you're in, you lose you're done. Matchup for both the AFC North and for the playoff. Uh, Pittsburgh laid an egg last weekend. Couldn't handle a Cleveland Browns team. Now, Cleveland is no joke. They got a good defense. They've it's been struggle wins for just about everybody against Cleveland this year. So Cleveland's no joke despite their record. Um, but Pittsburgh should have. You got to win the. Here's the thing: you got to win the games you're supposed to win if you really want to be, a champion. And dropping that game, they win. They beat Cleveland. They don't have to worry about the Ravens anymore. They can put their fourth string in against the Ravens because it won't matter. But now, um, it is. And Baltimore did what they needed to do. They went up and beat a very good Green Bay team. They handed the ball off to here's the gameplay. Okay, guys, give the ball to King Henry and just make a hole for him. He Derrick Henry ran right over the Packers, and I think we're going to see more of the same against Pittsburgh. Um, it's going to be hard to stop him, and if Lamar is out, which I'm not sure if he is or isn't, but it's still going to be a heavy dose of Henry. So, um, yeah, it's going to be a good game, though. You don't know. You got Aaron Rodgers in there. Anything can happen. But the reason I'm kind of discounting Pittsburgh is the lack of DK Metcalf. That to me really stings. That guy is such a good player, and really, you need a Derrick Henry, you need a DK Metcalf to win. Not that you win with one player, but you got to have those physical guys, those talented guys to make things happen. So, but anyway, that's Sunday night, so that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun game. Um, Now, hopping over to the NFC, um, we have a big game with Seattle against the 49ers. Now, both teams are in, but they're playing for like 1 and 2 seeds. So, and for San Francisco, it's a home field advantage throughout the playoffs and Super Bowl, I think. So they definitely, unlike the San Diego Denver game, this game has meaning. So, and look out, San Francisco has been on fire. Um, Chris McCaffrey should be, in my opinion, up there for like at league's MVP because it's like every time he touches the ball, it's 10 yards. I mean, nobody stops him. So he's doing really good. Purdy's back. Yes, they don't have a defense, but you know what? When you got that good of an offense, you don't need it. And so you look for San Francisco and Seattle. Seattle, very consistent. I love their new coach. I love the program. They are what Baltimore wishes they could be. Um, Seattle is just a solid team through and through. So they're going to be a tough out. Uh, I could kind of see like if one team gets up by a couple scores, the other team just let's go and play for next week. But that's going to be a nice game between Seattle and San Francisco. We have Chicago. They're in as well. They had uh, a tough loss against those 49ers. But again, it was a close game. So it shows you Chicago is they're right up there. So yeah, I'm excited for Chicago this year. I really am. Caleb Williams and man, that's good. They're good stuff. And then we've got let's first go over to the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles are probably the best defensive team out there. And like I've been saying, defense wins championships. Philadelphia is at 11-5. Tough schedule. I know that people have been, but you know what? Playoffs are here. Watch out. We're going to see why the Philadelphia Eagles were the Super Bowl champs. They're going to turn it on. So, all right. Now, we got the Rams and we got Green Bay, who've clinched spots. The Rams look horrible against the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Atlanta Falcons aren't a bad team. They're kind of like the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, they're no they're no pushover to say the least. But still, you would expect the Rams to play better. Um, and then Green Bay, who are so banged up, they really need a week to recover. So and hopefully they can come back, because when they're healthy, I think they are probably the team to beat. Now, last spot, just like with Pittsburgh and Baltimore, the last spot we have is between Carolina and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win, you're in. Lose, you go home. And Carolina, as they've been so good, they win some big games they weren't supposed to win. I really like them. Uh, really happy for Bryce Young as a quarterback. I mean, it's finally he's making kind of like a good feel good story, like him and Trevor Lawrence are finally making good what they were. They had so much potential for. But Tampa Bay, what can I say about Tampa Bay? They're like the Steelers. They don't win the games they're supposed to win this year. Baker Mayfield, great quarterback. Just, I mean, he keeps them in the games. I don't know what it is with them. Can they beat Carolina? It's going to be a close one. If Carolina sticks to their game plan, and if they can stay ahead of Tampa Bay, Carolina's going to win. Meaning, like, they stay ahead by score. If Tampa Bay is chasing, okay, and this is going to be the same thing with the Ravens. If Pittsburgh can get ahead and make the Ravens chase, they're going to lose. Ravens are going to lose. Same thing with Tampa Bay. They're going to lose against Carolina. But if Carolina gets behind and they have to chase, it's going to probably go Tampa Bay's way. So because Carolina is just not built to, make up like a lot of points really fast. Although, Bryce Young, they call him the Carolina Reaper. He doesn't get that name for nothing. So anyway, we got a huge weekend coming up. Really, really excited, and hope you are too. And we will see you again soon for our next episode. We'll go through the playoffs. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.